Welcome to this lecture. In this series of videos, we'll be focusing on the tactical corner that fits within our 5-corner model. We're going to kick off with a task. What I'd like you to do is, can you identify the tactical aspects that are key when working with young players? Can you identify those tactical topics that are important for you to consider as a coach? If you're working in groups or pairs, then feel free to discuss. If you're working individually, then please gather your thoughts, have a think about those tactical aspects, and make notes if you wish to. This task should take you approximately 10 minutes. Hopefully you've had a chance to complete the task related to identifying the tactical topics or aspects that are important when working with young players. And I'm sure you've come up with quite a wide-ranging, hopefully detailed list of the tactical aspects that are really important. Now what I'd like you to do is attempt to categorize those tactical topics within a limited set of categories. So you've got your wide-ranging, broad list of topics. Is there a method by which you can categorize these into set categories or particular areas? Hopefully you've had a chance to complete the categorization of those tactical topics you identified previously. And there's 4 key topics that we've identified: in possession, out of possession, and then the 2 areas of transition. Firstly, regaining possession, then losing possession. Now that we've identified those 4 key tactical categories that we need to be conscious of when developing young players, what I'd like you to do now is consider the key information that young players need within each of those categories. So what are the key areas in possession? What are the key points within out of possession? And also for both regaining possession on transition and losing possession on transition. Can you identify the key information within each of the tactical categories? If you're working in pairs or small groups, feel free to discuss. If you're working individually, feel free to make notes. This task should take you approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully you've had a chance to break down each of those tactical categories. And I want to stress the importance for this level of coaching with this particular age group when working with young players, that we need to keep the tactical information we deliver quite basic and stick to a quite streamlined structure. It's important for us to pass on the tactical knowledge to our players, but depending on the age group and their ability, that'll determine the level of tactical detail we go into. So for this particular level of coaching aimed at working with young players, we want to keep the tactical framework quite basic and streamlined. So in possession, the key tactical points we want to look at is creating space and width and depth. Out of possession, we're going to look at a key focus of being narrow and compact. And do we go and press the ball or do we retreat? The transition of regaining possession, do we move possession into space or do we penetrate with possession and look to counter-attack? Then for the transition of losing possession, do we go and hunt the ball as soon as we've lost it, or is our reaction to drop back into a defensive shape? Having identified the tactical categories and looked at the key information within each of those 4 categories, now we're going to look at the methods we can use as a coach when looking to develop young players in the tactical corner of the game. So this is going to be a 10-minute task for you. Can you come up with all the methods and tools that we can employ as a coach when looking to develop players in the tactical corner? Hopefully you've had a chance to complete the task related to the coaching skills associated with developing players in the tactical corner. And we've identified 6 key areas. The practices themselves, and these would be more of the skill practice type with the element of decision making and the opposition within those. Small-sided games, so how might you structure your team and give them information within a small-sided game. The applying of conditions, targets and challenges related to a tactical objective. Also using the coaching process from a tactical point of view. So when you're stepping in and giving feedback and giving a demonstration and running through the rehearsal, this would be with a tactical key point in mind. You can also then use supplementary tools such as video analysis to help show or illustrate a tactical key point, and also a tactics board, moving the markers in front of the players so they can understand the tactical key point you're making. This can also be done by using cones on the floor, on the pitch, and moving them round, or perhaps using the players as an interactive tactics board.